Dear students, notes for revision tour of class plus one already given to you. I hope आपने रिवाइज कर लिया होगा. Now the actual syllabus for class plus two going to start from today. In class plus two, your syllabus is divided in 4 parts. There is 4 unit in class plus two. The first unit is data handling. It is for 30 marks. Second unit is basic software engineering. This is for 15 marks. Data management for 15 marks. Society law and ethics for 10 marks. And fifth one is practicals. As you know, it is for 30 marks. Now in first unit, the topic is data handling. Now actually what is data handling? In data handling, when we store data in any form, when we display data in any form, that is data handling. So there is different ways to store data. You can store your data in tabular form. You can display your data in the form of charts, and you can store data through arrays, as we already done this topic in class plus one, numpy array. So data handling, this unit is divided in 3 chapters. There is 3 chapters for this unit, data handling. The first one is Python Pandas. The first is Python Panda. Python Panda actually क्या है? What is Python Panda? First the question is, what's this new word pandas? As you already done the basics of Python in class plus one, the basics are same in class plus two. On the basis of Python variables, Python loops, Python arrays, we will do Python pandas. By using these basics of Python, you will do this topic. So first the question is, what is Python Panda? Python Panda is a software library. It is written for Python programming language for data manipulation and analysis. As we already discussed that in this unit we will store data in the form of tables. When you will represent your data in tabular form, that is data frames. When you display data in 2-dimensional size, that is data frame in Python. For using data frames, we have to use Pandas library. So what is a library? A software library generally consists pre-written codes. Pre-written programs are stored, that is a library. In object-oriented programming language, in any object-oriented programming language, you know there is classes, procedures. So in same manner, in Python, there is Pandas. This library is used for pre-written codes, classes, procedures, and scripts. And why we use this library? Python library, it is collection of functions and methods that allow you to perform many actions without writing your codes. For example, if you have to use images in your programming, you are designing a program in which you required some images, you want to fix some images, then we require a library, that is PIL. This is a Python imaging library. This library file is used for image manipulation in Python. And same manner as in class +1 we do the arrays. In arrays we use NumPy library. This library is used for computing scientific and mathematical data. When you have to make some scientific calculations and mathematical calculations, then we required a library that is NumPy. And you know, without installing you can't use this library, as we already do in class +1. First we install this library, then we can use. Now in class +2 there is some advanced features of Python in which you have to manipulate data and you have to make some analysis on data. For this we use Pandas. This library is used for data manipulation and analysis on data. How you will perform these analysis? How you can manipulate data? So there is different methods. You can draw tables. You can display data in the form of tables. You can display data in the form of charts. For charts, if you have to display data in the form of charts, there is third chapter, plotting with pie plot. Plotting with pie plot, third chapter of this unit, in which you can display your data in charts. In first chapter, when you have to display your data in the form of tables, we use data frame. For using data frames, actually data frame क्या है? Data in tabular form. In tabular form, you know, we use rows and columns. When we display data in the form of rows and columns, that is a tabular form. To display data in tabular form in Python, we use data frame, which are called Pandas data frame. To display data in the form of tables, we use Pandas library. So Pandas data frame is two-dimensional size mutable, potentially heterogeneous tabular data structured with labeled that are rows and columns. A data frame is a two-dimensional data structure, that is data aligned in tabular fashion in rows and columns. Pandas data frame consists of three principal components, that data, rows and columns. Data is the actual entity which you will enter, for example, the name of somebody, the age and the marks of different subjects. This entity is data. And you know, as we already done in MySQL in class +1, you create the tables, and for tables first you make the structure of that table by using some commands, create a table, and you will give the data type of different fields. The fields are columns. As you can see in this example, there is a name, team, number, position, age. These are columns. And rows, the record of different persons. These are rows. Suppose first is Avery Bradley. The first record of Avery Bradley, its team name, Boston, its number, its position and his age. you already know how to create tables, but now we have to create table by using programming. And last time in class +1 we created tables by using SQL. SQL अभी भी है आपको, हम later on उसको करेंगे, but now you have to create table by using programming in Python. By using programs you can create such tables. So the next, how to create data frame, how you will create the data in this form. For this purpose, first we have to install pandas library. To install pandas library, there is different methods. The easiest method I will told you. The easiest method, by using pip install pandas. First you will install this library, then you can use the programs related to data frame or pandas. In the real world, a pandas data frame will be created by loading the data sets from existing storage. You can access the data from SQL or CSV files and Excel files also. SQL, you already know, SQL database, CSV files, common separated values. In CSV files, we write the data in simple English language and we separate the columns by using comma. Suppose you are using Microsoft Word or Notepad, we have the different columns and rows, but you can't create a table in Notepad. Then you will write in simple English language and separate each field, each column with comma. First, as we discussed the previous table, first you write the name. After writing name, you will give a comma, then next column value, like this. This file is called CSV file. When you write data in this format, this is called CSV file. And Excel, you already know how to use Excel. You can access data from different databases by using pandas. Pandas data frame can be created from the lists. Now, when you have to create pandas, then you can use lists, dictionary, and from a list of dictionaries. Data frame can be created in different ways. Here are some ways by which we create a database. So as we already discussed that first you have to install data. For installing data, you have to use this command, pip install pandas on command prompt. You know how to open this command prompt. In start button, in search, click on search button and write down CMD. When you will write CMD and press enter, then it will display this command prompt, black screen. On your command prompt, write down pip install pandas and press enter. Then it will take some time to install pandas library. When it will install, then you can use this command pandas in Python. So after installing pandas in your computer, you will start creating data frame. So there is different methods. You can create a data frame by using list. You can create a data frame by using dictionary. You can create data frame by using array. You can create a data frame by using list of dictionaries. Multiple dictionaries को use करके भी आप data frame create कर सकते हैं. In this chapter we will discuss all these methods. The first, create data frame from dictionary of n-dimensional array or list. To create data frame from dictionary of n arrays or list, all the n array must be same length. You know, the arrays should be of same length. यानी कि एक array में आपके 5 elements है तो दूसरे array में आपके 4 elements हो गए, then it can't create data frame. So the length of array should be equal. If index is passed, then the length index should be equal to the length of array. Index value. You know how to pass index value. In data frame, it will automatically pass the index value. You know, index value always started with 0. So it will start index with 0. If no index is passed, then the default index will be range. You can give index value from your side. For example, in a database, you are storing the record of a student and there is roll number, name, class, section, etc. So index can be the roll number. रोल नंबर को आपने इंडेक्स बना दिया, तो इंडेक्स वैल्यू रोल नंबर can't started with 0, so index value can be started index value will be started by 1. So you can change this index. If you don't give the index value, then it automatically started with 0. Later on we will discuss this, how to pass index value. And in this, n is the length of the array. Now a pandas data frame can be created using the following constructor. This is the syntax how to create a pandas. The command is syntax is pandas dot data frame is the function. It is a function in which you can pass the arguments data, index, column, d type, copy. These are the arguments and the function is data frame. The parameters for the constructor are as follow. These parameters are discussed one by one. To create data frame, a pandas data frame can be created using various inputs like list, dictionary, series, numpy and another data frame. We already discussed this. In a data frame, you can pass values through list, dictionary, arrays, or by using another data frame. For creating an empty data frame, if there is no argument, if no parameter passed in data frame, then it will create empty data frame. As discussed in this example, basic data frame which can created is an empty data frame and there is no argument, no parameter is passed in pd.data frame. When you will define a data frame like this, then the output will be null. Columns, no column, index value, nothing. The output will be this. Second example, creating a data frame from list. In this example, we create a data frame from a list by using list. The argument is list type. In this example, we import pandas as pd. Data is equal to, this is the value for this data and this value is list type. And we pass this variable as argument for data frame, and when you will print this data frame, it will display output like this. The first is index and the second is the values, and the 0 in second column, this is the column heading. As you know, we have to mention column heading. If you omit this, you don't mention column heading, column argument not given in data frame function, you write only data, the column is 0. By default, it gives 0 for this column. If there was multiple columns, then it was 0 1 2 3 like this index. So in example 2 we give the name for these columns. All things are same, just in data variable we assign the value in the form of array. There is 3 arrays and we pass 2 arguments. These are 3 lists. In this list we pass different values: Alex 10, Bob 12, Clark 13. Alex is the name and 10 is the age. In second argument Bob is the name and 12 is the age. In third argument Clark is the age and 13 is the age. Clark is the name, 13 is the age. Now when you will pass the parameter for data frame, you will write data is for this data, values of data variable, and we pass columns argument, column parameter. In this you give the column name. These are name comma age. Now when you will execute this coding in Python, it will display output like this: the headings name and age. If you will omit this columns argument, then it will give 0 1, but you give the argument column and assign the values, it will show these values in output. Now in example 3, import pandas as PD. In this example we mention data type also. Other things are same, just we add d type argument. In d type there is float data type, and when you will execute this coding, then it will just change the type of data in age integral form to decimal points, floating point. For this, in example, we create a list of dictionaries and assign values in data field. These are, the first element of this list is A1 B2. This is first dictionary whose level is A and value is 1. Second level is B and value is 2. And the second element of this list is second dictionary, and it has 3 contents. First level is A and value is 5. Second level is B and value is 10. Third level is C and value is 20. Now print this data frame and it will display output like this. In first dictionary there is no label with C and there is no value. For this it is showing none, but in second dictionary there is 3 values and it is showing 5, 10 and 20.0. If there is some values, array where the values are not passed, then it will change the data type of other values in floating point. In second example, we create a data frame by using list of dictionaries. In this all things are same, but we give the index value first and second. Other things are same as in example 1. In third example, we create a data frame with a list of dictionaries and give the row index and column indices, row names and column names A and B. Now the third is creating a data frame from dictionary of series. In this we give a series, we create a series, and we created series with the pd dot series. You know, series is a single dimensional array. In a series we give the values in single dimension. So the list element is 1. In this we call the series pd dot series 1 2 3. These are the values for this series, and the index values ABC. Second second element of this dictionary is 2, and we give a series. In this, these are pd dot series 1 2 3 4, and index for this series is A, B, C and D. Now you can call this function data frame by passing D as the argument, and this value is assigned to df, and we print the df variable, and then output will be this. So students, this is the second topic, data frame, and other next will be given to next presentation.